5.50, and that makes sense. Stays down on 51.5 here for Jackie Berryman. Good behind Oriental Ruby last time.
He's definitely the Quinella horse for mine. He's only had 2 runs back in from the spell. They've both been very good. He's 5 out to 6, then back into 5.50.
And here's the imported Midsummer Sun, just going out on the track now with Bossy up. Not sure the depth of the win in Adelaide last time, but great to see them come here, acclimatise, settle in, win, and can only come on from that, you would think.
Right, the minus is it was just a win against, moderate company. The plus is, obviously, this pleased them enough to bring them over and have a crack at this.
Well, it might have been too hot in Adelaide today, and does look well on the yard. Speaking of which, why don't we go to Sammy and get his thoughts on Midsummer Sun? First time you had a look at him, Sammy.
Yeah, he's a nice horse. He's going down to the start nicely and couldn't fold him in the yard.
What's your pick?
I went 11.97. Harry Tremboli, this horse, an impressive-looking horse. He went down with the pony, stayed nice and relaxed going round. Couldn't fault him. 9, Fulgar, is a strong, chunky type. This horse up on his toes. He looked really well. And number 7, the Big Steel. He's fitting well. He can run a race.
12 into 11 late for the Big Steel, but Fulgar 2.10 into $2 on track now. After the scratching of Lakes and Tenchu, he was positioned at about 2.75, and then that was taken big time all through yesterday into this morning down to 2.40, and it's continued today, 2.10 into $2 on track. Here's your market mover for race 7 clearly, and that is number 9, Fulgar. Let's go over to Bruce.
We won every race in Sydney today, so you can't let the team down in Melbourne, can you?
No, hopefully we can get one up.
He looks really well suited here, doesn't he? 1,400 to 2,000 last time, ran well, was blew out perhaps, I'm not sure, but he looks pretty well placed here.
Yeah, he did blow out the last 50 last start, and today he's pretty fit and did very well placed.
Be disappointed, I suppose, disappointed if he doesn't win, but it just looks the right race.
It's definitely the right race. He's improved since his last run. He's come on leaps and bounds, and we really need to get one. We've got one in every other state.
If he's come on since the other day, he'll be winning here, so good luck to you, Justine.
Thank you.
Eagle Farm now down to a heavy 9. That's Rain Affair territory. Heavy 9 Rain Affair territory for the BTC Cup. There's Shane.
Yeah, I think there'll be a move on him. I noticed he was 460 on the tote not long ago. I don't think that'll be lasting. There's your dividends and your breeding details for the 6th. Fast and Famous is the sire of that mare, Quintessential. Moriarty sprinted home too hard for Zonza in the 6th at Rose Hill, and he was well tried too. He's a 5-year-old by Cloderville. All right, this market mover here is clear. It's number 9, Fulgar for Chris Waller, and Froggy Newitt, the jockey. It's now into $1.95, so this has just been relentless over the last 2 days. $2.75 into $1.95. Clear-cut favourite and market mover for the second last, the third leg of the quaddie, number 9, Fulgar.
Yeah, that's right, Shane. Hawkesbury, a winner in Brisbane for Chris Waller. 4 winners in the day in Sydney for Chris Waller. 1 runner in Melbourne for the day, and this is it. And it's like what Justine basically said, that it's improved since the other day, and certainly quality-wise, it's carrying the bulk of that, you would think here. 210 back to 195, and 270 was the best bet there. But Froggy can be pretty useful in terms of tactics here, because he's got 2 natural go-forward horses here, so he can put himself right there if he wants to be.
Yeah, look, the other day that horse trailed Zavada. It was a smart bit of trailing, trailed the right horse in the race, and then just out-sprinted Zavada at one stage, but Zavada knuckled down and beat him off. Or just listen to your interview with Justine. I mean, if he's come on in leaps and bounds since then, he's going to be mighty hard to beat here, and he's just firmed again into $1.90. So he's been 210 into 190 here on track after 275 was bet yesterday.
Okay. Runners moving up here for running of race 7. Quality-wise, it's pretty straightforward. 2 Pango Rock into 1 Benenden, and here's 9 Fulgar, the very short price, $1.90 favourite. Here's Greg.
The Big Steel coming in. Moving along now, Peter Street handicap, and next one to go into the stalls, Harry Trimboli, bit wider out Midsummer Sun. Dowler Spiel coming up. Red Eye Special moving in. There's only 2 to get set now. 2 and 1 of the quaddie at the halfway mark. Here's Dowager Queen going into the stalls and is ready. So just into the red now, Fulgar at $1.80. With Harry Trimboli at $5.60 and Midsummer Sun at $5.70. They're away. And Fulger's jumped away evenly and is just allowed to find his legs and drift towards the end. Laspiel, and on the outside going forward is King's a Star to look for the lead. And the big steal is right up there with Laspiel settling down third now as King's a Star found the front. Red Eye Special 2 lengths away fourth. And there followed Midsummer Sun is just being niggled along the inside to hold his place in about fifth the rail. 2 Harry Trimboldi, Dowager Queen, Fulger outside a nudger one. And Success Dostar last by the 1400. So King's a Star about to go out to the top of the track, just over a length in front of the big steal. Laspiel a length and a half third, and they're followed then Midsummer Sun, who's much closer than in Adelaide. He's fourth on the inside within 3 of the leader. A length and a half or 2 Red Eye Special, followed 2 Harry Trimboldi, Dowager Queen. A length and 3/4 Fulger, a fair way off what is a pretty strong gallop though. A nudge one second last, and 2 Success Dostar. Inside the 1,000 about to go to the railway side. King's a Star in front a length and a quarter. The big steal is second. 2 lengths away is Laspiel on the outside of Midsummer Sun. A length and a half away Red Eye Special, followed by Harry Trimboldi, Dowager Queen. 1 1/2 a nudge one Fulger, and 2 lengths Success Dostar. 10 off the leader now. King's a Star led coming down the side. A length on the big steal. Laspiel outside of Midsummer Sun. 2 lengths then to Red Eye Special. Now Fulger's starting his move on the outside, followed then by Harry Trimboldi, Dowager Queen. Success Dostar was next, and then came a nudge one. King's a Star leads at the 400 from Midsummer Sun, trying to get away from the rail. He's in the clear, I'd say. Yes, he's in the clear to challenge this leader. Then came the big steal. Fulger's the widest runner. Midsummer Sun is after King's a Star, who leads narrowly. Fulger's winding up, and then the big steal. Midsummer Sun at the 200 though. He's full of running in front of King's a Star. Fulger's wanting to lay in behind him, but Midsummer Sun's going really well. He's 2 in front, and Midsummer Sun scored well. Fulger a length and 3/4 second. King's a Star might hold the big steal and a bobber for third. And then Harry Trimboldi, a nudge one, Red Eye Special, Success Dostar, Laspiel and Dowager Queen.
Well, great result here for young Sam Kavanagh, out in his own now, about to move up to New South Wales. Went out and purchased his first international galloper in this horse, not for huge money. And Bossy comes out today and makes it 2 out of 2 for this horse in Australia. Perfect ride. Always going to make sure that it'll be no snap in easy pickings for the favourite Fulgo. Looked to labour once he got there, but a perfect staying ride here by Bossy. And well, onto a big team of ours, including Mick Sharkey. I really declared that as a get on the other night on TVM, but good. It's a good story in this for the winner. But the plonk here on Fulgar, Shane misses out.
Yeah, big improvement from that win over in Adelaide. So he's obviously really come on since that victory over there. Fulgar made a pretty quick dash around them to go from sort of second or third last into the firing line. But then in the straight, he just wanted to lay in it a bit under pressure. Even Froggy, riding vigorously with the left hand, had trouble keeping him straight. And on the day, he just wasn't good enough to catch Midsummer Sun. King's a Star, he's run a mighty race after leading his fort back and held on to third. 4, 9, 6 and 7 the numbers after the second last here. Sammy?
Well done to the Shark and all the owners. They'll be rapt with that. This horse is in super form and just looked terrific there. He got that break into the straight, put a couple on them, and he was never looked like getting beat. Bruce is with Sam Kavanagh.
Sam, great result for many here, and it's a good story in many ways, isn't it?
Yeah, I was getting a bit worried before the race. Shane Templeton put the slows on us, so I was a bit concerned. But it just goes to show we put a lot of work into going and buying these horses, and I'm pretty excited.
And you made a big call today to come. You could have run in Adelaide, but you just want to make sure this horse is going through the grades and getting ratings up, I presume.
Yeah, and look, the prize money's good here, and we wanted to give him the opportunity to travel to Queensland if he won well. And we'll have a chat with Bossy before we make a decision whether we put him out for the spring or whether we go into the Brisbane Cup. But it's pretty exciting to, in our first year of training, go to England and buy some nice horses. And we're still looking now for some more, and hopefully we can set up some nice horses for the stable in Sydney.
And when's that happening? I mean, you got an option to move when?
Hoping to be there for the start of the new season, and really looking forward to it. This team's sort of really starting to take shape. Bought some really nice yearlings, and we've got some nice 2-year-olds coming through, so it's onwards and upwards.
And this bloke, you sourced him last year in the UK. I mean, everyone's trying to do it. Everyone's got a different method, I suppose, and how they go about it. Was this bloke expensive in the right bracket or what?
Not really. He was 73 sterling, and I flew over there and had a look at the horses. I had some great help from Ben Pollock, my farrier, who travelled with me, and we had had some great people analyse the form. Obviously Mick Sharkey, Shane Anderson, and our bookmaker in England, Dan Haig, that's done a massive job for us. And it was all about going over and buying horses at the right price, handicap the right way to win some nice races and have a bit of fun.
You're back again this year to do the same?
Back again this year, and we're always looking through the season, trying to find some nice horses for the spring and get some people involved at the right money.
Great stuff. Well done to you, Sam.
Thanks, Clucky.
Sam Kavanagh, good story for him. And almost ready for the BTC Cup there, Shane. What's happening?
Okay, now on the tote, Buffering is the favourite ahead.
My sons, it just goes to show Chris Waller's been doing this, purchasing around that mark, the 80,000 guineas mark. This was 73,000 guineas, which equates to landed in Australia. Sam just landed about 160,000 Aussie. So they've had a lot of fun with this horse now. They already have, haven't they? 2 for 2. Bossy's coming up here. We'll try and get a word from him. I know they're almost set for the Group 1, but behind the gates there, first horse staying late. So we'll have a quick chat to Bossy and get a word on Midsummer Sun and where he might be at. Does he go to Brisbane? Put him away, get ready for the winter. Had a nice soft kill there today. Had a perfect run. And correct. What do you make of him, Bossy? First crack at him?
Yeah, he's an impressive type, isn't he? He's just got that typical sort of light frame. You know, the Europeans are getting real nippy on his feet, quite light and quite agile type of horse. Feels like there's a lot of upside for him. He just feels like he's not even here. He doesn't know what his job really is to do yet. So, but he's got that essential tool they really need to get it in the spot and reel off a very quick sectional and put it away quickly. And you know, if I really asked him, he could have put a really good gap in those horses if I really got down and asked him to have a good gallop. But today's not the necessary day. But yeah, Sam's got a really nice horse there. So he'll have a bit of fun with him.
Good luck to him. Thanks, Bossy.
Thanks, Snowy. Good on you, mate.
All set for the BTC Cup. Let's go to Alan Thomas there.